good morning. I'm standing in Lalbagh, one of my absolute favorite places, not just in Bangalore but in the whole world. What's not to like? There are beautiful trees here, massive trees, pretty trees. There's lots of clear open space. There are lots of happy people and there's no traffic. So you can sit, you can walk, you can run, you can sit in peace, you can take pictures. It's a great place. But you know what? I could say that of any well-managed park in any city in the world. What's special about Lalbagh? I didn't know. In 2005, having grown up in Bangalore, I didn't know. I used to come here, enjoy myself, until I met a man called Vijay Thiruvady. I came for a walk with Vijay in this garden and it just totally changed my perspective, not just of Lalbagh, but of trees in general and of my city, Bengaluru. And since 2005, Vijay has been conducting exceptionally brilliant green heritage walking tours for people who've been enjoying it. Tens of thousands of people have come. But not everyone can come. And so what I'm going to try and do today is to try and find a way to recreate the thrill that I felt when Vijay first brought me to this park. So come, let's meet Vijay and let's go for a little tour of Lalbagh. I have always been fascinated by this massive tree. Look how big it is. Look at that lady. She too is amazed by its size. Let me ask her, do you know the tree's name? She has no idea. It's a big tree, she says. And this is the thing, we know so little about them, not even their names.
We're standing in front of a magnificent fig tree. It's called Ficus Mysorean and locally Goni Mara. India has 115 species of fig trees, and this particular one is a magnificent specimen with a spread of over 107 feet and a girth of over 40 feet. It's an amazing specimen, one of the earliest ones, probably planted in Lalbagh, or maybe it was just there as a sapling when Lalbagh was started. It produces tens of thousands of figs, and you'll see some on the ground. Why don't you pick up one of these figs which has fallen down? These figs start out green in color, become yellow, and they become mauvish color when they fall off. The birds in the area, they love this. So do deers in the jungle. If you open this fig, you might find a wasp. That is the entry point at which a wasp gets in.
A wasp?
Yeah. These fig trees have flowers, but the flowers are not visible. They're inside the berry or fig. And there they lay their eggs, which in turn become larvae, and then they become male and female wasps. Male wasp has a very limited outlook on life. It is born inside the berry and dies inside the berry. The female wasp will bore its way out and go unerringly to another fig tree of the same species. And then the whole cycle begins again. But the way it is propagated is people and animals and birds eat the fig, digest the pulp, and drop undigested seeds everywhere. And new life begins.
So you're saying I might find a wasp inside?
Yes. Now those are the flowers. What you see very clearly are the flowers growing inwards from the...
I see a wasp, I see a wasp.
Yes, if it's moving, it's a wasp.
It's a wasp, it's just on your finger.
Right.
It came out.
That means there'll be more also. The wasps are practically microscopic, and These are all, at the end of each one of these flowers, you'll get a little seed. Now the extraordinary thing is, the flowers are not visible, and from that little seed, propagation by birds and animals leads to this mighty fig tree. This seed is smaller than the size of a pinhead, and you also see banyan trees growing on buildings, because birds have eaten the seeds of the peepal tree and the banyan tree. They digest the pulp and drop the seeds indiscriminately wherever they go.
But how is this massive tree supported? Where are the roots? I can see some roots here, and I can see some roots there. The roots seem to be very shallow. How does this tree get support? From what little I know of civil engineering, this is a massive cantilever. There are no columns.
Yes, it's fascinating. This is how the tree is supported. Look at this lovely fluted trunk. The fluted trunk and the buttresses, they provide the solid foundation for the massive tree. These buttresses, which go up to 30-40 feet, they transmit the weight of this huge fluted trunk and all the branches onto the ground, spread it out like a raft.
How thick is this tree, or what's the girth of this tree? There's only one way to find out. I'm going to measure it.
This particular Ficus mysorensis was exported to America at their request around 1890s. The tree has come out very, very well in America, and it's still there producing tens of thousands of figs. Initially, these trees were not propagated because they didn't have the corresponding wasps, which were later sent out from India, and the whole cycle of nature is now reproduced in America. Unlike us, the Americans found uses for the fig. They make excellent wines out of it and jellies. This is done near San Diego in Mount Palomar College.
Wasn't that fascinating? I mean, just some time ago, to me, this was just one big, beautiful tree. But now I know it's the Goni Mara, Ficus mysorensis. It grows all over Mysore, so it's a local tree. It's fascinating how this tree actually stands, how it is so stable. And what really blew my mind, and I'm sure everyone's, was the story of the wasp. How such a large tree is propagated by such a tiny wasp, and how it is symbiotic. And what I think we should probably learn from the Americans is how to make wine from this and find better uses from this tree. And just like this tree, I'm confident that as I go around Lalbagh with Vijay, he's going to bring each tree to life. He's going to infuse more meaning into these trees. And I hope you were as excited by what you just saw as I was. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next tree.
But this is just one of our magnificent fig trees in India, and it's something to really be proud of.